welcome back to my channel. Welcome, Scorpio, to your August message. My channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome to I Lean Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. I want to point out that this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Scorpio out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind, meaning don't try to make something fit that doesn't. So without further ado, Scorpio, let's go ahead and dive right into your August message. Hi, Scorpio. So let's go ahead and dive in. As you can see, we have a different setup today. So what we're going to do is we are going to draw your oracle cards first. We're going to go through them, and then we will go through your tarot cards for this month. So, wow, you got two cards. Okay. So you are starting off with the Ascent and the Willow card. Absolutely love this. So what this is really telling me already here, Scorpio, is that you're needing to be a lot more adaptable this month. I really feel that there is something that's sort of coming to an end, a climax per se, something that you... it could be an obstacle that you're needing to overcome, but as you are overcoming this, you are needing to just be flexible. You're needing to sort of have some adaptability here with the Willow card, because the Willow card, the willow tree is a very flexible tree. It bends in the wind, so it very rarely snaps because its roots go real deep into the ground. So it doesn't ever really necessarily snap because it has its root system that truly supports it. But it is truly, truly flexible and bendable. Okay, so, all right, so the Ascent. So this is a 7, and what I love about this is that a 7 is really a sacred number. I feel that a lot of times when we have challenges that we often face, Scorpio, we look at it from the bottom of the mountain and we see the dread, right? So we automatically start feeling dreadful, that this is going to be challenging, it's going to be hard work, and it's going to feel as if it's overwhelming in a lot of ways. But here's what I want to point out. When you really look at this card, you will notice that he has all of the gear that he needs to climb this mountain. And because he has all of the gear, he's at the top a lot quicker than he imagined himself. He was fully prepared for this climb. And I feel that this month, whatever you are facing, you are prepared for. Know that you are going to have everything that you need to overcome this. And you're going to get there very quickly, because the message here is the Ascent, which means that you are going to be at the top. No matter what you face this month, know that you are going to overcome it and you will rise. Now, I also want to point out that I'm getting this second message here, Scorpio, that really speaks to the awakening, the sort of this lesson, this higher learning that you are going to learn from this experience that is going to help you be more flexible. It's going to help you be more grounded in what is currently going on. And I absolutely love that. I feel that, you know, understand that as you're doing, as you're climbing, as you're learning, as you're expanding, as you're growing, you are going to face heavy winds, right? And this is the reason why with the Willow, it's all about that flexibility, being willing to, you know, adapt to the environment, adapt to the situation, and understand that no matter what comes across it, you'll be able to just, it's almost like not going against what is coming, but allowing it to just sort of blow through you, if that makes any sense. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but that's really kind of, it's almost like I'm envisioning you during the climb, allowing the wind and whatever comes your way to just sort of go through you and not prevent you from what you are doing here. Because I feel that is ultimately the most important thing for you. Now, moving on, we're going to get to this reclaim card, okay? And the message here is that you were born as a perfectly imperfect human with gifts, talents, medicine, wisdom, and a great sense of knowing. I feel that this is about this whole experience that you are going to be facing here this month, Scorpio, is really about reclaiming your power, reclaiming your will, your gifts, your talents. It's understanding that this whole thing is sort of enlightening you. It's awakening you to your true potential, to your true purpose. And I want you to know that that's what this whole experience is. Now, you could be going through quite a bit and you're not allowing it to affect you in any way because you're recognizing, you're seeing the bigger picture. And I feel that this is a really good thing, but also know that it is changing you, right? It is helping you reclaim parts of yourself that you lost along the way throughout this lifetime process. And now you're reclaiming newer gifts. You're reclaiming gifts that you might have shunned from yourself a long time ago due to fear or due to resistance, whatever it might be. But understand that this is all about a reclaiming of yourself, of your essence, of who you are. Now, we are going to move on to your last card, and I absolutely love this because this is a crystal mandala with the Ascended Master El Moria and the blue star sapphire. Now, the message here is higher will. Now, this is great because what this is saying is that there is a higher calling that you are aware of, resides within you, and it's all a matter of you accepting it. So let's see what higher will says. It says, we bring you the blessing of higher will. There is a great plan of divine love unfolding throughout the universe, and the fulfillment of your divine destiny is included. Sometimes it may seem hard to trust in a higher will, yet if you do, it can bring a feeling of great relief that you don't have all the answers or be in control for everything to still work out beautifully in the world. Surrender empowers you to get on with life and trust that all is happening exactly as it should, according to a greater intelligence and love. Sometimes, however, the mind wants to control the higher plan. It wants to decide when something should happen and how and with whom and in what way. It might convince itself that this personal opinion is actually the higher plan itself and then feel betrayed, frightened, or confused when things don't go according to plan. The mind can be a great ally on the spiritual path, but it needs to be given reassurance and regular compassionate reminders that although it is powerful, it is not privy to the workings of the entire universe. Nor does it need to be for you to be happy, free, and manifesting your divine destiny. This oracle comes to you now because the mysterious workings of higher will are at work in your life, and you will find peace and even awe as you relax your mind and choose to trust now. So Scorpio, this is important and a very important message because what it's ultimately saying, we just talked about, the ascent, the climb that you are having to make this month, and that the flexibility that you are having to sort of bring to the surface and allow yourself to let things just sort of blow right through you and not deter you from what is transpiring or deter you from continuing to push forward. And it's important that you trust. It's almost like you've got to trust in the process and understand that, you know, no matter what happens, we're sort of at the mercy of what the universe has in store for us. And we have to allow it to work itself out, because that is what's in our best interest. So let's go ahead and dive right into the tarot here, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you this month. So right away, we are starting out with the Three of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this has something to do with something that relates to your past here, Scorpio. So what it's saying is, it's saying, release your past. You will grow from the situation, and time heals all wounds. It's interesting here because I do feel, Scorpio, that sort of what is transpiring for you is massive change, right? I feel that whatever it is that you're having to release, you're having to sort of climb some sort of resistance, and has something to do with the mind, right? So it could be beliefs that you are having to overcome, challenges that sort of have arisen in your life that are requiring you to be risky, right? Because we have a leap of faith with Archangel Metatron here, and it's saying, believe in yourself, listen to your heart. The leap of faith is really about understanding that sometimes we have to do things that we don't necessarily feel comfortable with. And we have to sometimes take those risks and sort of see how things sort of work themselves out or play themselves out, right? And I feel that in this particular instance, you're needing to know that no matter what transpires, you are being taken care of. You are being supported. I see that very clearly here for you, Scorpio, with the Four of Michael. It's wanting you to know that I think that there are going to be moments throughout this month where you're going to feel, I don't want to say defeated, but you're going to need those times of rest. You're going to need that time to just sit back and connect with that higher aspect of yourself, that higher will, and trust that you are being given the guidance that you need to continue to push forward and continue down the path that is being laid out for you. With this Four of Michael, it says, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, and seek relief from stress. I really feel that whatever you might face this month here, Scorpio, it is going to be stressful for you. So understand that there's going to be times where you're going to feel like you're on this path all alone, and you're going to feel like no one's there supporting you, but there is. Your team is there supporting you. You have to find time to connect with them so that you can actually feel their presence and know that they are there. Next, we have the Three of Raphael. Now, this is the Three of Cups. And understand that this month, there's going to be times to celebrate, and then there's going to be times where you will weep, you will cry, you will feel defeated, right? But understand that in those moments of celebration, in those highs, when you have reached the top of your mountain of self or mountain of family, whatever it might be, you're going to want to celebrate with a community of friends. What I love about this card is that this really truly speaks about not only a community, but it speaks about family and children. And, this is a time for you to celebrate and take those highs when they come. Really take those moments. Because you're going to have moments of rest, and you're going to have moments where you're going to feel, I'm just worn out. I'm just so tired, right? Take those moments of celebration and celebrate, no matter how small it might be. Just celebrate. Okay. This is interesting because you have a lot of cups on the board right now here, Scorpio. So again, you are a water sign. So I feel that This is really just a nod to your emotions. I feel that with the page of Raphael here, it's wanting you to know that you're going to face a lot of emotional situations. And some of them are going to feel brand new and some of them are going to feel really old. But it's about understanding that when you embrace those emotions, no matter how uncomfortable they might be, understand that you're going to get great intuitive insights from those particular emotions, because that's all about releasing, right? It's all about being open-hearted and allowing ourselves to go through the process, no matter what it might be. The Queen of Raphael is the Queen of Cups, and this is about following your heart, understanding that whatever choice or whatever decision you are having to make this month, you are doing it for a bigger purpose. Like there's a bigger reason, right? You're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the benefit of all. And I feel that's important, because the Queen of Cups knows without a shadow of a doubt that she's connected to her intuitive wisdom, and that is how she ultimately makes her choices. And last but not least, you have the Four of Gabriel, which is, again, a time for celebration. And in this one, it's really about creating a more solid foundation for you, a more solid home base, per se, something that flourishes over time and continues to blossom and grow and expand. And I feel for you, Scorpio, this is really about you needing to just reclaim your essence. I feel like sometimes when we experience certain situations or obstacles or challenges, we often try our best. We try to discourage ourselves from continuing on that path, or the path of self-discovery, because we feel like, oh, well, I have to focus on my family, or, oh, I have to focus on my children. You really need to look at this from the aspect of, what is this teaching me, and how is this making me a better parent, or how is this making me a better wife or a father? How is this making me a better spouse or a coworker? Like, these are the kinds of questions, these deep, insightful questions that you have to be sort of asking yourself as you go through this process, and know that as you continue to shed layer upon layer, and the more of you, the real authentic you that you reclaim during this process, and you let go and you surrender and you allow the universe to sort of strip away everything that is no longer a part of who you are, you create a more solid, abundant foundation. And this is where you are going here, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. This is your message this month, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you next month with your new message. Bye, guys.